I don't have.
So what is your culture? Where are you coming from?
Oh, we're Chinese.
Chinese.
Religion?
I don't have. I'm
Yeah,
not religious.
because in China it's mostly what we call like folk religions. So it's a mixture of Taoism and Buddhism, but people are not very rigorous about the rituals. So for example, if you go to the temple, you see a temple, you actually can pray and pay, tribute. But at home, people don't do a lot of things to follow the religion. It's just more.
And what is the basic belief?
Basic belief is life is a cycle. Even if there's afterlife, even if you're dead, it's not really dead, and you're coming back to the whole world. So that's why you have to do some good deeds in the current life. So in the next life, you can, get a better life again.
Guaranteed? No guarantee?
So yeah, depending on what you do, I guess. Yeah.
Ask questions.
So is there any similarities in Judaism?
Well, if you're asking about how many different sects, or if somebody is more rigorous in the observance and somebody is less rigorous, is that two different sects? Or that's two different degrees of lazy?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we have, of course, the whole variety of how rigorous, because we have 613 commandments from God. Very few people do all 600. But you can imagine there's a lot of variation on the scale. But that's not different sects. There are only really two different styles or approaches. But 613 commandments, that's Judaism. And then people do as much as they can. Try to do as much as they can. So the group you're visiting here, I think you picked the right one. On the one hand, it's very traditional, very observant. But on the other hand, it's very open to guests and to visitors because if you believe that this is how God wants his world to be, then he wants everybody to be. It can't be just one group, one religion, one. So if we can inspire other people, then we have to. Because without that, God is not happy with his world. So we're very open to visitors, and it's very nice that you come and that you're interested and that you want to know. And we enjoy it as much as you.
Thank you. Do you want to?
I wonder how can here be both conservative and also open. How do you do that?
See, that's a very, very central. I getting right to the point. You go right to the point. If you're concerned about your own fate and your own destiny and your own reincarnation, then you are the concern. You're centered around yourself, and other people are a distraction. But if you're centered on what does the creator of the world, what does he want? What's going to happen to me? That's not so interesting. There are billions of people. What's the difference? But what does the creator want? If you're interested in what the creator wants, then you have to think about everybody because he created it all. So you got to think, why did he create animals? Why did he create rain? And of course, why did he create all human beings, every human being? So the more you're concerned for what God wants, the more open you become, which is a very interesting phenomenon. So again, if you're thinking about your own destiny, your soul, then you pull away from the world because you're busy with yourself. But if you're thinking, what did the Creator do? What is He doing? What does He want? Well, then everything. There's nothing left out. So the focus here is, what does the Creator want? What am I here for? Not what can I do for myself. And that changes everything. I think it makes you a nicer person.
And then I think in this philosophical point of view, our religion is similar, right? It's all very welcoming to different people, no matter what your belief is. You are part of the, God's creation, and you're welcome.
So why don't we have peace yet?
I just thought of another question. In terms of different groups, right? I actually see more people who are more orthodox in terms of dressing, the way people dress here in New York, than my imagination of the people in Israel. Is that true?
Depends where in Israel.
Okay. Not Tel Aviv.
Not Tel Aviv. So Yeah. But there are neighborhoods where people dress very traditional. And there are the modern neighborhoods.
就想问一下他们，就是犹太人为什么这么坚强？因为这个问题是。
Oh, my aunt asked a question. She just thought that the Jewish people are all resilient and strong.
Are always
Resilient
yes.
and strong, and she admired that quality.
That's her impression.
Yeah,
of-
her
Or
impression
the
of
books she read, or the
yeah.
like things she watch on TV.
因为我看了很多，
嗯
就是大屠杀那些电影和那些小说，
那
我就非常
你所说的
想对这个犹太人很有点希望了解。
She wants to know because of all the persecution before in the history.
虽然语言不通，就是今天见到我还是很高兴。
And she's very happy to be here, even though there's communication barrier.
Yes 你告诉我看了很多电影，还有就是觉得他
She
们
was a
很痛苦在原来。
she actually
不
feels
是，然后
about
但是
the
现在他们又搞得很好，
she felt about the
就是
suffering
觉得他们
of
非常
the
毅力很强大。
Yeah.
Jewish people in the history, and she really admired that quality.
Yeah, it's been a long history.
是吧？
这是很久的历史。
是啊，是。
更对不上说这
我
个。
哪觉得不想说，我就说现在你们仍然还是搞得很好，就是到处都觉得你们多聪明啊，做生意很好啊。就这些源自于历史的原因，还有就是特别喜欢学习。我来看到你们这么多书，我就非常有感触，觉得你们喜欢看书。
And she thinks that Jewish people are one of the smartest.
就是很好的。
And very intelligent.
我干了。
That is.
Yeah.
还有
Okay, any more compliments?
他想听更多表扬的话，更多表扬的话。
说实事。
She says the
事
reality
实
is
上
true.
不是说非要再去表扬，就是事实上我听到的
The
和看到
impression
的。
of a lot of Chinese people to Jewish people is we have a lot of similarities, like work hard and stuff.
Hardworking, intelligent, and
Survive long.
So
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
手挽手，
我就说我们中国人和他们
很多相似的，
哦相同
就是很聪明，然后又生存了很久。
对，
但是他们毅力很强的，
对
很坚韧的，这点非常好。
够了。
我不说，
It could be that we come from the same source, from Abraham. Because Abraham had two wives, Sarah and Hagar. The children of Sarah became the Jewish people, and the children of Hagar became the Far East people. So we have the same grandfather. And the difference is God chose the children of Sarah to be the Jewish people, the chosen people, the priests of the world, and the children of Hagar took the philosophy that Avraham had, which is about the soul and birth and death and destiny, fate, right? Which was all correct, but God had a special plan for the Jewish people with a special mission, and those were the children of Sarah. So really, I don't know if Taoism or Hinduism or Buddhism, but somehow it started with the philosophy of Abraham, with Brahmin, or Ibrahim. So we're related.
Wow, that's why.
I think the difference is Buddhism is the understanding of what is life, what is. Judaism is more the understanding of why. Why is there life? So there's more of a focus on the Creator. Like, why did He create? What does He want? And the study of Buddhism is the philosophy of who are we, where are we going, what's going to happen to us. So the only way you can know what the Creator wants is if He tells you. So it's not a philosophy, it's a revelation. Whereas Buddhism is the philosophy of life. So I'm just showing an example. When you ask why, you discover very interesting things, important things. Why did God create the world? Why are we here? How is only a result of why. If there's no why, then it doesn't really matter. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But if there's a reason and there's a purpose, that God created the world He wants. See, that's how we know that the world is not good. How do we know the world is not good? Because there's war. So animals fight, humans fight. Why is that bad? The reason it's bad is because it's not what the Creator wanted. So it can't be good. So all the laws, not stealing, not killing, not lying, not committing adultery. Why? Who says that's bad? And what's bad about it? And do good deeds. What are good deeds? What makes it good? Who cares? So you say good deeds have a positive effect. Yeah, but why? Because it's what the Creator wants. Of course it's going to have good effect. When you do something bad, it's not what He doesn't want, because it's going to have bad effect. So it makes everything much more real, much more important, much more necessary. That can keep you alive even when you're suffering. So in the tour you'll see how everything in life is connected to serving the Creator. How you eat, how you dress, how you work.
他说等一下我们在那个参观的过程中会发现所有的事情其实都是为了效忠于这个上帝服务上帝不管他们的穿着吃 And my answer, you are very clear-minded. In your life there's a guiding point in everything.
Very clear.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that about her.
他说他觉得你也是
目的很清
目的很清楚
She's not denying it either.
他说你也没有否认。
你是不是
可以了，我
很好奇，就是
对
She's
我
very
很好奇
curious.
对你们这个就对这个犹太
Yes, there's a lot of wisdom in the world, and we're not using it. It's wasted. So this is what we want to do. This is what the kind of conversations and meetings that we need to have. Even if it's one person at a time.
方法别人都不一样，咋那么聪明嘛？
Different ways of thinking. She said that's why the Jewish people are smart.
我们什么时候想过这些嘛？
She said she never thought of it this way. Like how wisdom is
他
wasted.
他其实回答了我的这些问题。
对呀，对呀，我觉得可以。
谢谢。
She said you answered her questions.
谢谢你。